My name is William.
And I'm James.
And we are the Nature Boys.
And today we are here at Sarasota Jungle Garden. We're here at Sarasota Jungle Garden. And
hey, bud, where do you use this alligator feed at?
check out Snuggly.
He's about 3 or 4 years old. He's like 3 feet. American alligators, when they're fully grown and they're males, they get to be 11 to 12 feet. And when they're female, if they're females, 7 to 9 feet. This is a male, so he will get pretty big.
Tooth is called?
Egg tooth.
Yeah, it's an egg tooth. It helps them break out the egg. It's really cool.
Because if they try to bite through it, they don't have any teeth in it.
Exactly, yeah.
So they're...
It helps them break out of the egg. Yeah, really good. Good.
How much eggs does a, how many
eggs in a clutch?
Normally hatch and survive in the wild until adult?
So in a clutch, an average clutch, it may be around 10 to 20 eggs, and usually around 1 to 2 to 3 will make it to adulthood. Just because when they're younger, when they're hatchlings, everything eats them. From other alligators to snakes, you get fish, birds, turtles, all types of things. They're on the menu for a lot of things.
So I've heard that when baby crocodiles find their mothers again after they're like 3 or 4 feet, those mothers will actually eat.
They could definitely. So they stay with their mothers around 1 to 2 years, and then the mother goes off and mate again. They'll stay in the vicinity of the nest until they're a little bit older, and then they'll kind of drift off. But yes, if the mother were to come back and find them, she would definitely eat them. Same thing with a male. Any big male come by would gobble them up for a snack.
Cannibals.
Yep, because that could actually be potential competition if they're males. So if you think about it, and it's also a nice little snack, you know. Yep. And that's why when they're adults, the only predators they have are us and other alligators. Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
And Burmese python.
Well, and Burmese pythons. But those guys aren't native. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But when they're adults, and a fully adult American alligator can definitely take, maybe not a fully Burmese python, but like a 6-7 foot Burmese python, can definitely take. But yeah, you're right though. About a 14, because Burmese pythons get 18-19 feet easily. So yeah, they're a big problem down in the Everglades. Yep. Although they're not as common as they tell you though, because we go down there to find them, we don't find that many, you know. So. Anything else?
Are they nocturnal?
They're actually called crepuscular. They're both. They'll hunt at night, and they're actually going to be out during the day. They're going to be sunning themselves. Yeah, and basically whenever they can, they'll eat pretty much. But mostly hunting at night.
What do you do if there's a gator on your property?
So biggest thing is never ever ever feed it, especially if it's wild alligator, because feeding wild alligators basically gets rid of their fear of humans. They'll come right up to you and that's how people get bit, and then eventually that's how the alligator gets killed. Because once you call a trapper out, chances are they're going to terminate that alligator if it's over 4 feet. Florida law requires you to terminate it or find it another home, like a
facility?
Yeah, like a place like this. If it's under 4 feet, they can release it. But yeah, just never ever feed wild alligators. And typically, if you have any small dogs or anything, usually you want the minimum is like 10 feet from the bank. You don't really want to get too close to the bank.
Yeah, I don't have small dogs.
Yeah, still though.
Great Danes.
Still though. And towards nesting season, you definitely want to be very wary around the bank.
Yeah. I stumbled upon a nest one time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It depends. Some mothers are very protective. Some aren't. Just depends on the mother. But you might find a very protective mother, and she does charge. They will charge. Yeah. They're not these awful monsters everyone makes them out to be. But
they're not
you know,
out to be.
no, they just want to survive just like us. Yep. Alrighty.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
This is the end of our trip here at Sarasota Gardens. And don't forget to comment what your favorite animal is.